Alright. So, it occurred to me that I don't spend nearly enough time talking about adulting. I mean, it's in the name of the channel after all. But I did a lot of adulting yesterday. Oh, Lord. It's Martha. How is my favorite random encounter doing? It's easy to do because I've been doing way too many streams, so I'm not mad about it. And you shouldn't be either. Well, that's no good. Oh, it's nothing serious. Don't mind me, I'm just sweeping the floors. Oh, I'm dumbfounded. One moment. I missed it somehow. Unless I picked it up. There we go. I went to all the trouble of getting the item finder and then don't use it. Also, I didn't remember what hot garbage experience all is in this game. Like, it's really bad. Why is it even a thing? I mean, I'm using it for the short term. But still. I don't know if I wanted to do that. That didn't happen. I mean, last 24 hours, I've been alright. I had a whole adulthood moment last evening when I went to go to sleep. I accidentally dropped my phone off my bed. So I thought from the same position I was in, I could just roll over and grab the phone off the floor. But apparently, what that really entailed was me tearing something somewhere between my spine and my knee. I don't know what got hurt, how from that position that was even possible. you know, just old man stuff. But it's aside from that, I'm okay. That just really that just threw me. I'm sure there's a technical term for what I did, but I have no idea. We need to fly somewhere. That's what I was gonna do. Yeah, that's definitely how I. That's definitely how I felt. What am I doing here? Okay. Where's the shop at? I am disoriented. I'm going to attempt the ninja gym. I'm gonna try it. Even though pin missile is garbage, I gave it to my beach roll. So I should have enough bug type moves to get me through. But just in case you forgot how garbage Experience All is, you're about to witness. Like, I just had to switch fingers. I feel like I'm playing, like, one of the older Mario parties where you have to smash everything. See, here we go again. Right. See, the earlier Mario parties were like guaranteed for you just to have hurt feelings and your fingers just feel broken for like 3 days. No, we don't need agility. And those games are really expensive too. At one point I actually wanted to buy some of my own because I used to have parties at my apartment when I was in college. And I'd like to at least have that on hand. You know, one of them. Have a party game on hand, you know. But they were really expensive. Even used, I was dumbfounded. Though I do have... I have one made by Namco. It's like... What is it, like Pac-Man Party or something? Or Pac-Man Fever? Pac-Man Fever. That's a very interesting take on it. That's what I'll say. I also have, what is it, like WarioWare, which is like a port of the Game Boy Advance version, so it's not like it's high quality stuff, but it's still... Fun is a very interesting word to use. I cannot recall offhand. No. So Sand Slash is not... I agree. Especially depending on which mini games you're playing. Some of them are just stupid frustrating. We're gonna roll with it. Are you serious? Okay, so I went and I bought all those antidotes just in case. Apparently no good reason. You know what? I've never been a fan of the snakes. However, I have wondered about, you know how this is a birds and bees challenge. I wonder what it would be like to just play with quote-unquote snake type, whatever that means, because it really is not a snake type. But you end up with things like Arbok and Onyx. I wonder if you could throw Gyarados into that. I don't know. The thought has crossed my mind. But it would be an excuse for me to play with them because I've never played with them before. Onyx is a pain in the butt to try to capture. Oh, so we determined earlier that Sand Slash is not part poison, so... There's the poison we were looking for. Ice Beam or Surf? Surf it is. Well, this is a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So we'll probably keep... Oh. It's become a bit like wallpaper to me at this point. Number one, I'm only listening in one ear, so I'm not really hearing the whole soundtrack at one time. but I feel like it is definitely blending in with my surroundings at this point. Because I played for almost 12 and a half hours before I reset the run. And then I've put in another 13, like back to back. So basically I've put in close to 30 hours. Yeah, I guess that's partly why I say it's not really such a bad thing that you missed so much of the run, because you probably would be tired of it by now. Should we go in without healing? Yeah, why not? Because apparently we just swept the gym. Let's go. I used to think that the gym leader music was like the best thing. Like I would actually go to a gym leader and just not play, just so I could listen to the music. Ooh. I don't like that. Hex attack. Well, sorry about that, Katamon. Okay. I'll take that. Alright. What do we got? Coughing. Nope. Let's go. I want to say this has a tendency to self-destruct. Nice. I wasn't expecting it first turn though. Watch this split though, we're all gonna get experience. So experience all does have some kind of benefit. The better strat would have been swap in our Charmeleon. Charmander? I don't know where it's at. And then have it do dig. That probably would have been the better strat, but nevertheless, that was amusing. whatever reason, I don't sell toxic because I tell myself, maybe one day I'll actually use it for something. And I don't. And I get the feeling that you're a fan of toxic. Based on our previous discussion. I'm gonna kill monsters slowly. With status effects. I mean, it is strangely satisfying when it's executed properly, but I need to sell something. But why Blossom specifically? I mean, aside from your affinity for grass types. Okay, I mean, I can see that. Leaf Seed and Toxic together. It actually wouldn't be as slow a fight. Oh, so I realized something when you weren't watching, and that is that I already had another flying type that I had completely written off. I had already, I didn't even give it a nickname or anything to help me remember that was a possibility. Do you know what it was? Like, what is one flying type that you know offhand is just hot garbage and you're never going to use it? Like, you'd rather use a bug Pokemon that's part flying. Yes, Zubat. And I say this as someone that's had to bond with Zubat. Because well, so when I did my Mount Moon challenge, so the goal of that challenge was, don't ask me why I didn't just fly here. You can only use Pokemon from Mount Moon, which is Zubat, Clefairy, Geodude, and Paris. That's it. Well, yeah, it's a testament to your intelligence and sanity. The Zubat is a garbage Pokemon. It can learn no HMs. Its TM availability is also garbage. Yeah. Gotta beat up on your friend real quick. I do apologize. That's not nice. So, as many times as I've now played through this game, like, I hate to turn this channel into a Pokemon Red and Blue Final Fantasy V channel, but I have recognized a certain degree of importance in just embracing specialty of a certain kind. Even though I would not say that I'm great at either one of those games. But I just play a lot of them. So it's recently, as much as I've played through this game, I've started to find shortcuts, if you will. So I just went immediately upstairs and got the key card, which means I can now skip up to, like, I think it's the 9th level. Are you gonna die? He's, oh, not to be. So sad. Let's go. Anyway, why? Oh, yeah. There we go. So even though it's, oh no. It's special fell though. That's fine, tackle did as much damage. I need to give Cattermoth some kind of, like, decent attack type move. So I can replace tackle with something. Well, it's not going to matter because I'm about to go up to what I believe is the 9th level, where you get free heals, so I don't have to keep going back to the Poké Center. I really don't know. It's a psychic poison type. Okay. Welcome back. I'm now the proud owner of a Charizard. So I answered my question, finally. Now I took out a Drowsy with a single twin needle while you were gone. So I'm wondering if Hypno just gets like a huge defense bonus or what. Yeah, it was a lot. Don't ask me why I brought the bicycle with me. Okay. Of course. Yeah, I mean, as far as its appearances go, it's nice. I've never played like that before. It would be interesting to try to play like an all poison type kind of game. Just because it would force me to use a drowsy line. This Joker has some weak Pokemon. Yeah, I bet. I don't know exactly, unless you're using like an HM slave for Surf, I'm not sure how that gets worked out. Oh, okay, okay. You know what though? In that game, what is it? Lanoon can learn 4 different HMs and be able to pick up items. That's kind of broken, in my opinion, but it's definitely cool because all you have to do is capture Pokemon in the first 15 minutes of the game. What? Can you be more specific? You're not talking about the Grovyle line, you're like I'm assuming you're talking about something other than starters. Flying grass type? True story, I've never actually beaten one of the Gen 3 games. I mean, I've beaten the Gen 1 remakes, but I've only gotten like 20 hours maybe, if that, into Emerald. Trope? I really have no idea what that is. Okay. My major concern usually ends up being surf. You need something that can get from point A to point B. Over sea. Dude's gonna come for my life. I picked the right one. Almost. See why? Karate Chop is treated like a normal type move. Is that... Are you serious? Ooh, okay, so here's the thing. I have really been enjoying this ability to dig. But Earthquake is broken. I mean, I'll look him up. Hold on. Tropius. Oh, okay. I feel just looking at pictures of this thing. It's got a whole identity crisis going on. It almost looks like a dragonfly. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what they were going for in a certain way. A brontosaurus meets Pokemon. Yeah. Okay, so I haven't had a use for Ember in a minute. I'm sure I'm about to get another fire type move, so we'll just put that there for right now. And then who needs some speed? Anybody here needs some speed? Why do I feel like there should be a hidden item in here? Oh, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the Pokemansion. So I've already cleared this out, yeah? Aside from me being an idiot and bringing the bicycle with me, should be able to heal here instead of going to the Pokemon Center. See, I can knock this out without skipping around now. Okay. No need to apologize. Welcome back. Well, this is also taking a while, for what it's worth. Silphco is quite the slog. Not because it's difficult, it's just a lot of trainers to get through. Somehow that seems outside of your scope. They ordered the food for the office. No one asked if you wanted anything, huh? Whenever I ordered food in the office, I used to get in some very interesting arguments with people about whether they did or did not want an egg roll. Because inevitably someone would not order an egg roll and then turn and be like, oh man, I should have ordered an egg roll. I really want one. It's like the highest point of contention when it comes to Chinese food ordering. Have you ever played a game called Terranigma? the first real dungeon of the game, when you just unlock plants, or I guess we're about to unlock plants. I don't know how you went over that. There are elements of that dungeon theme that layer up with the Silphco theme. But I'm biased because I actually did a recreation of that piece. I don't know if you've ever been to vgmusic.com, where there's a bunch of MIDI recreations of video game music. I was one of those dork butts that spent most of his teenage years doing stuff like that. And that boss theme was one of, or not boss theme, the dungeon theme was one of those one of the recreations that ended up getting put on the website. This part is about to happen. That part. Anyway. Oh man, that was my first Super Nintendo game ever. Have I ever played Illusion of Gaia? Of course I have. Do you know what I couldn't figure out of the first hour of me playing the game? How to use my flute spinning technique to get out of the first cave. So I don't know if I was just stuck on stupid or what. But yes, I have most definitely played Illusion of Gaia. To be honest, I'm not sure if I still have my original. I don't know what good it would be. I still had like an original Final Fantasy III, but the batteries in those things are pretty much dead, need to be replaced. So you can't really save your game and it mean anything. Power goes off, you're gonna lose your game. But no, I used to actually, sometimes for sport, like on a Saturday, I would get up and just play straight through it. You can get through, even if you get all gems, you can do it in less than 12 hours. And I wouldn't, there were some playthroughs where I could actually get away without using any herbs. That was a fun little challenge. But yeah, I remember fighting Jim Like that was, to me, that was the most difficult part of the game. Aside from who trying to beat the queen in the pyramid without using any herbs. That was rough, and sometimes the vampire fight without herbs was rough. You had to get that. You had to get like into their pattern, or you would definitely need an herb or two. What I've done it. This is before streaming was like a thing, so I've had like friends and family like sit through one of these marathons of me getting through. It's always interesting to have an audience when you're trying to pull off some of this nonsense. Again, okay, so okay, I should have put two and two together when I was saying this, but going herbless and actually beating Jim, pain in the butt. It's like a pain in 3 butts, more butts than you have. Pain, cause you listen, when that arm hits you, it's over. But I remember playing that over and over and over and over and over again until I could beat him without using herbs. I was that stuck on stupid. You know where I got it from, right? Take down X action. Okay. Is that all I can sell? Okay. I'm sorry for your loss. Wait, where is it at the bottom? Doesn't matter. But no, for what was I thinking? Oh, because this is the birds and the bees challenge. So everything that I have has wings. So I took a hero from the East series. So that's where I got the name Adol from, or Adol, however it's supposed to be pronounced. That's also why I named my opponent Lucifer, because it's an angel that no longer has its wings. There's a level of depth that goes into my naming systems that probably goes almost entirely misunderstood. You're talking about East? Yeah, I mean. First of all, I was introduced through East 3, so like I kind of had like the side-scroller mentality, but I have played through I've played through 4 with the patch, and I have not played more than 5 minutes into 5. But 5 has some really great music. Again, I'm a video game music dork, so I could listen to an entire game's worth of music without ever having played the game. But like, yes, I relate to this. Realizing it means something totally different to people that have actually played the game. That was another one I would do on a Saturday morning. I would go all the way through East 3. I don't know why my family didn't pull me to the side and just be like, you have a problem. A serious problem. Yeah, East 5 has it's got a very different feel to it, but it's a lot of those tracks are just beautiful, for lack of a better word. I just know they're just really well orchestrated. I don't know how or why they went that route, but I like that sound. And of course, I like the other stuff too. That oh Lord, I can't remember the name of the sound. Is it Sound Team JDK? Or JDK Sound Team. I think they did a fantastic job with the previous games. I like both of those sounds. Ooh, I did try. I tried playing through the original East, but then I gave up and then watched somebody else play through it. Because if I did it, it would have been hot garbage. Alright, I'm gonna be right back myself. Okay. Let's do this thing. Tell me I actually put the bike up. Cool. Now, did you ever play, oh Lord, Soul Blazer? The prequel to Illusion of Gaia? It's got a super funky soundtrack. It sounds like Michael Jackson's sound team wrote the music. Oh, well, if you liked Terranigma and you liked Illusion of Gaia, you might like Soul Blazer. Soul Blazer, I mean, they were both produced by Enix, but they probably had the same kind of background team. But it is a bit like ActRaiser in the sense that it's where this concept. Okay, let me just spoil this part of it for you. There's a town, right, and there's nothing in the town. And much like in Terranigma, where you have to kind of create the world by beating certain dungeons, or in Illusion of Gaia, you get the certain statues, what are they called, mystic statues, something, by defeating certain dungeons. Different parts of the town kind of come to life as you beat certain dungeons. But it's definitely very grindy. It's like the way that I'm playing through Red and Blue right now, where I'm just like, let me just fight every single enemy I could possibly fight. It's kind of like that. They're almost like these, like demon portals, where the monsters come from. So you seal them by killing all the monsters that come out. But it's top down, and also that's where Jim comes from. Spoiler alert: Jim, the secret, like final boss in Illusion of Gaia, actually comes from Soul Blazer. I'm not going to tell you how you run into this boss, but he's a part of the original game storyline. His name is not really Jim. I think, better stated, I think Jim is the human version of that boss. But that's why it's optional. I mean, I'm just saying, if you want to complete your experience of the Soul Blazer trilogy, you should probably play Soul Blazer. You might enjoy it. I think the reason that Illusion of Gaia was as popular as it was, and Terra Enigma was not. Terra Enigma was not released in the United States. I think that was a PAL only release, like European. I don't know about Soul Blazer. But Illusion of Gaia, for me, it was the first game I had because it was packaged with the original Super Nintendo. So you had Super Mario, what is that? All-Stars, right? That was the most popular package deal. But that wasn't the only package deal. Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past was one. And then Illusion of Gaia was another. There must be another one. I think Mario Kart, maybe. So, but I got it as a package. So I don't know why it was released. I don't know why it was released as a package so much later. Yeah. I think ultimately for Christmas, I think my mom would have preferred had I actually gotten Zelda or something, because she was more familiar with that, because my cousins had it. They played through the originals and stuff. But it was kind of packaged to her like, okay, well, it's kind of like Zelda, which is true. It's also the same reason for, I think, my 12th birthday. They rented me a game from the local store. This is back when you could rent games. So for my 12th birthday, I had been given this game as a rental. Can anyone even use that? I'm gonna sell that. And I was just kind of taken aback because the game that she gave me as the rental was Final Fantasy II, aka Final Fantasy IV. And I distinctly recall that game seeming way harder to me than it should have. Like in the trek from the destroyed village to the actual cave where you get Tella, I could not, to save my life, find the town. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I didn't know how I was supposed to get there. But so I spent most of the evening on my 12th birthday doing one of two things. One, playing through somebody else's save file that was much further along in the game. They were already in Mysidia, I think it's how it's pronounced, or Mysidia. I was there already, just skipped the rest of that first 4 hours of the game. Or just wandering around in the desert, just dying over and over and over again. But to hear it from my parents, here, you might like this. It's they said it's like Zelda. I'm like, oh, okay. It's technically true. But that's actually what got me into the Final Fantasy series. What? No, absolutely not. What's funny is that at that point I had a friend of mine who was constantly going on about how great Final Fantasy 3 was, and I had not even made the connection between his rantings and the prequel I was playing. That's an interesting avenue. I had played Final Fantasy Legends 3 on Game Boy, but I want to say it was at least a year or two after I had played 2 and 3. Also, it really was not until many years later, like 10 plus years later, that I made the connection between Final Fantasy Legends 3 and Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. That they were practically the same, not the same game, but the mechanics were pretty, heavily borrowed, we'll say. The idea of, you know, having this guest party member that kind of makes or breaks what you do next and that sort of thing. Like, I hadn't really thought about that as a mechanic, as well as some of like the weird strengths and weaknesses of different monsters that make no sense unless you've actually played Legends 3. And like, oh, okay, so they just borrowed this without explaining it. One more, please? No. Okay. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah, I remember growing up, again, my friend had the game, was always ranting about it, and he had like the strategy guide, that thick book. You know, I didn't realize, I mean, we all tend to make things harder than they need to be, and that's one of the things that I learn when I do these playthroughs, is that, okay, this, like, when I reset this run earlier and I chopped like 2 hours out of my gameplay time, is because I realized I was wasting way too much of my time and energy in areas that just were completely irrelevant to my in-term kind of goals. It's not even a matter of like this being a speed run of any sort, right? It's more about, you know, recognizing your priorities for what they are. And one of the things that I'd never, I really did not get until much, much later, was that the back row and I mean, it's one thing in like to say like some other Final Fantasy games where as you go, the physical attacks. Anyway, I mean they matter almost nothing, right? The only person that really needs to be doing physical attacks ever is like Umaru and Locke, because their basic skill set does not really allow for much else. Every now and then, like if you're using Gal, you can strategize around using physicals versus magic-based attacks. But for the most part, everyone needs to be put in the back row, and they need to stay back there. And by doing that, you spend so much less time and MP and money healing, and you can just devote so much of that time, energy, and resources doing other things. And I didn't realize that game. I mean, it's part of what made that game so, I guess, special, is because you felt like you were doing something important, because you were always grinding to get more spells that you'll never actually cast in battle, right? And then you have to battle so much more frequently because you're having to heal more often and buy more healing items and blah blah blah. When you really don't need to do any of that. You just put everybody in the back row and then use their special attacks. And sometimes magic if necessary, but for the most part you can even go through an entire natural magic run and not need magic in the way that you think. And that just it's a really weird crutch. I don't remember what I picked up. Okay. But when we're younger, that makes sense. I do appreciate Final Fantasy VI's ability to differentiate so many in-depth stories. You know, to have so many main characters, or for there not really be a main character. I mean, maybe for the first third of the game, the main character is Terra, and the second third of the game, the main character is Celeste. But once you start getting other people and re-recruiting them, you'll find that the game really isn't about anyone in particular. It's about whoever you want it to be. But you could, I mean, just like I guess with Pokemon, like you can have your preference for a certain type of Pokemon, even if that preference is not actually like meritorious in any way. Like for instance, like in Final Fantasy VI, Cyan has a great story. He has a great theme, like musically. He's got a lot going for him, but he is by far the weakest character in terms of his overall stats. His natural magic ability is not that great. His physical attacking power is decent, but if you have him on the back row, that's not going to help you. Right? So if you want Cyan in your party, it's because you like Cyan, and or you hate yourself. You know what I mean? It really tells you something about yourself. But if you really want to be a part of his story, right, then that's the way to go. Yeah, I feel like somewhere between torturing yourself and torturing the other Pokemon. Like growing up, were you the one that used to like poke neighborhood cats with sticks and stuff like that? You just, because those status moves, that's all that is. You're just slowly poking a cat to death. Pokemon is, I don't know, at least in this generation, I will say that Confuse is legitimately annoying. It makes me want to slap somebody. think we're actually about ready to fight this dude. If it dies right here, where are we at? Okay, close. I understand like status moves. Like I liked, for a while I actually liked Paralyze as a status effect, mainly because it annoys me as a player, but it doesn't really annoy the AI. I want to say it's got like a 1 in 3 chance of causing full paralysis, and so if you have a choice between sleep, which in Gen 1 can last up to 8 rounds, where they cannot do anything during that time frame, or a 1 in 3 chance of them doing nothing for the rest of the fight, or possibly the paralyzed healing itself as the battle goes, then it just seems to me like it's a waste. Anytime I have a choice between paralyze and sleep, it's always going to be sleep. I think I'm going to take Lucifer out. Let's go with Slash. Can I get a crit, please? Nice. I think I'm gonna beat Lucifer, and then I'm gonna beat what's his face. And then I'm gonna call it. I may not call it a day. I may come back later. My shift starts at 2 p.m. Eastern, so I might take a lunch break, in air quotes, and play some more. I'm not sure yet. Execute. Grass is weak to ground. Just kidding. Critical hit, not very effective. Is it the other way around? Add it backwards? If I still have that fire move. Alright, we're gonna go with Slash. Let's go. I'm committed. There we go. Well, I'm literally a work-at-home supervisor. I'm gonna put my laptop here on this little tray, and then I'm gonna pivot 90 degrees to my work computer. Okay, well I'll keep that in mind. I don't have that many interactions between grass and ground type, though you would know. Be my personal grass specialist. What am I going for here? Not to be, one of the only things that gets bug type moves. We'll start off with a Twin Needle. I'll start off with a getting confused. No. You know, I have thought about that. Like, what would it be like to have a ground only run? Right? So that would give me access to the Nidos, but it would not necessarily give me access to Sandshrew, which, to be honest, it's not really a great Pokemon. Like, then what else? You have Rhyhorn, and Rhydon. So that line. Technically, Is Graveler both ground and rock? So there are a handful out there. Oh yeah, Diglett. I was afraid about Diglett because Diglett is garbage. Diglett has speed, and it's got a little bit of attack, but then it's got a whole bunch of nothing. It can learn Dig on its own. Congratulations. Otherwise, it's not where the party is at. Oh, of course. Okay, no, I'm not gonna sand attack. We're just gonna go with the fly. Let's just go up, sir, ma'am. That was unnecessary. Yeah. You would recover. Why did I hit the wrong thing? That's fine. Everyone can die. That's fine. Just everybody die. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Alright, you have low defense, so let's just go with that. There we go. You know what's funny? I won't even heal after this. Alright, sleep powder. Perfect. Alright. That's ridiculous. But we'll keep the party going. Because we're going up against mostly ground types, this fight upcoming is going to be over before it starts. There will be no need to heal. Oh, there's a rocket. I forgot about that. That's right. Giovanni, that's his name. After they got you hungry, huh? You know what's funny? Because I know you're like halfway to Mexico. I know what that is. Listen, we have Chipotles here in North Carolina. Oh. They recently came out with this pollo asado that just tastes like, to me, it tastes like Thai food. Like I love Thai food. I just think that that cannot possibly be like an authentic taste because the garlic is very real in what they make, but all right, it's time to start the sweep. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure your Tex-Mex is off the chain there. I mean, one of the reasons that I eat from Chipotle is number one, they use high quality ingredients. You know what it is. There's nothing hidden about it. It's very transparent. Poison and ground. You think surf or ice beam? I'm gonna go with surf. Okay. Yeah, you also have to know what mixes well there. I'm not even. I think this is Kangaskhan just normal type. Yeah, must be. Guard spec on your 1 HP? How did my attack? What? Alright, this wasn't the sweep I thought it was going to be, but it's not bad. Rhyhorn, go back. Give me Whizfish. Nice. What else does he have? Okay, so this should be part ground. I think the 3rd tier. Okay, that's fine. I don't think surf is a physical. Oh yeah, poison sting me to death. Oh, I actually got poisoned. There you go. Yeah, it's interesting how these 3rd tiers, they get that final, what do you call that? The character typing? Whatever that's called. Yeah, it's in the 3rd tier, because the same is true for Charizard. He doesn't become flying type until that 3rd tier. Can I dig out of here? It seems really silly, but oh, I can. How about that? And that's really the only reason that I kept him that long, is because he would eventually become a flying type. I think without that, I think this run would have been highly obnoxious. At least if I was doing a ground only run, I could use the Nidos for surf. And now that I have a Master Ball, I can go get our first legendary, which I should shoot. I think I'm gonna shoot for Zapdos. I just don't know how I'm gonna, like, what the capture rate is on Articuno, what that strategy is going to be, because those ice beams are gonna tear us up all the way up. Because most of these are double weak to ice, so be a pain in the butt. I have not bought any stat boosting moves for this run, which is why I have so much money. And clearly I go out of my way to fight every single trainer, so... That's funny. You know what? This probably is a good time to pause, but I'm gonna get my repels out, because we're not gonna want to fight anything in there. Not that one. Yeah, I'm going to stock up real quick. I know I have some other repels and whatnot. Because if I'm going to the power plant or whatever it is, I'm not going to be bothered with those encounters. Get some Pokeballs running just in case. Like, my understanding is the Master Ball is supposed to be able to catch anything immediately, but I wouldn't run anything past this game at this point. Okay. Well, I appreciate you stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your day. You know, I can get unlimited by pulling this number. I'd rather not. I'd like to play by the rules. Except for we want to do something like inexplicably dumb. Then I'll reverse it, but yeah, you have a great day. Of course, anyone else that's watching, I appreciate you watching. I hope you're well, and I look forward to the next one.